Are you looking for a little something extra to get your business noticed? At Ideal Signs, they specialize in custom signage and large format digital printing in a variety of media. Their in-house design department can work with you to create custom artwork to your specifications. They'll work with you to conceptualize, design, and produce any custom projects or idea that you might have. Call 512-930-7446 or visit signsforsports.com. Ideal Signs, family owned and operated since 1969.
Our bank, we believe in doing the right things for the right reasons. For our families, our communities, our future, just like you do. We believe the right thing is more than just a handshake or a promise. It's a relationship guided by honesty and integrity. How can our bank help you?
Thank you for calling our bank. This is Jenny. How can I help you?
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
It's an early match here this morning at the campus of Eastview High School as the Lady Patriots take on the Liberty Hill Lady Panthers. A pleasant good morning to you. I'm Carl Schoening, bringing you this broadcast of Eastview Volleyball on SHN Sports. And as you heard the lineups for both teams, they get ready to start this first set here as it was scheduled to be an 11 o'clock first serve. 11-11, we'll have to go with the synchrony, and 11-11, make a wish as the Eastview Patriots get ready to take the court. Last lineup change, and I believe the Lady Panthers will be the first to serve here as we get everything all set up. Happy you joined us this morning on SHN. Of course, this game only open to varsity parents, so everybody else, we're happy you guys are watching live at home. Parsons will be the first server of the game. She has a jump serve from the right side, and Eastview will set up a kind of awkward hit over the net, but they get it over. Little float taken by Baylor and knocked over for the Patriots. Here's just setting an attack. That gets blocked up in the air, but unable to be controlled. Give the kill to Irizarry, and the first point of the match to Eastview. White will serve for Eastview. An outside hit and a nice save on the pancake dive. They're just setting an attack that's blocked and stays on the Eastview side, unable to get to it where the Lady Patriots, and we're tied at 1 here as that's a point for the Panthers. Allie Hare will serve here for the Lady Panthers. The attack and the kill for Eastview. Point Patriots. That was Eli Woods who got the attack and kill for Eastview, and they'll take the serve back. Serve sent over by Mary Brown. Goes long, and it's a point for Liberty Hill. We're tied at 2. Kylie Truslow will have a jump serve from the center of the service line that just glances over the net before it's taken by Eastview. The front line attack sent to the back line, and then the ensuing attack and kill for the Lady Patriots gives them the lead. Truslow continues to serve. The attack from the right side by Woods is played well by the Patriots, but their attempt to get it over the net goes long, and point Patriots. It'll be Amy Diaz serving here for Eastview. Serve sent over. Here's Diaz with the set, and a tap over by Woods. Recovered well by the libero Lilienthal. And a double hit called, as that will lead to an Eastview point. A tap over and a score there for Eastview as Ellswick had the nice little touch to send it over the net, and the Patriots build on their largest lead of the game. Now 2. It'll be a serve for Amy Diaz. Diaz sends it to the back line. Here is a back line attack that's deflected at the net, taken by Diaz on the back line. And then the attack and the kill for Eastview as the point comes from Mackenzie Kanza, and Eastview up by 3 points here in the opening set. Diaz still on the serve for Eastview. Played by Truslow in the back line. The attack by Becker doesn't go anywhere, and then the attack coming from Ellswick is blocked back onto Patriots' side of the court, and the point goes to Liberty Hill. It is Emma Becker serving here from the right side. Dug on by Ellswick, and then Ellswick sends it over for the point for Eastview. Mackenzie Kanza to serve here for Eastview. Truslow takes it, a set by Becker. The attack is no good by Hare as it was played by Eastview. Then Hare gets another one that's dug on by Diaz, and a nice hustle by Kanza as it's bumped backwards by Ellswick onto the Liberty Hill side. And then the attack by Escamilla is blocked, and it stays on the Eastview side though, and leads to the point for Liberty Hill. Wilkins serving here for the Lady Panthers. The attack from the right side just goes wide right as it was touched by Woods, and the point goes to Liberty Hill, who's creeping back in. Ball sent over by Hare, and it's an ace for Liberty Hill. They tie it up at 7. So Allie Hare continues her serve here following the ace and tying this ball game up at 7. Diaz takes the dig. It's a cross-court set, and unable to get a good hit on it was Ellswick, and Liberty Hill takes the point and retakes the lead here in the first set. Fourth straight serve for Allie Hare. Woods comes up and makes the first touch. It's sent over for the Panthers to play on. A tap over the blockers comes from Rowley, and then it's just knocked over by Ellswick. Escamilla with the attack, but the point goes to Liberty Hill as that one was whistled dead. So Liberty Hill takes a 2-point advantage here, 9-7. Able to recover from the strong attack are the Patriots, and that one just tapped onto the sideline on the right side of the Eastview court, and it's a point to Liberty Hill. Allie Hare has really helped the rally scoring here for the Lady Patriots. That one was just tapped over by White on the third touch. The attack by Escamilla. Diaz with the dig. And Ellswick with the attack and kill. Point Eastview. Madeline Parsons checks into the match to serve for Eastview as they're trying to regain the lead here after that successful long serve by Allie Hare. The set by Becker, the attack by Escamilla stays in play, and it's a point for the Lady Panthers. Maddie Rowley will serve. Rally with the ace as that goes off of the hands of Parsons and just sort of deflected oddly. Liberty Hill up by 4 now. Rally again will serve. White with the dig, the set by Brown, and the attack played well by the Panthers, and then the front line attack by Truslow is a score for Liberty Hill, and a timeout on the floor by Eastview. Liberty Hill up 13-8 here in the first set. We'll be back with more Eastview Volleyball on SHN Sports. Back to action here, first set. It's Liberty Hill leading 13-8. It's also the serve for Liberty Hill. Rally will send it across on a jump serve. White with the dig, and then a tap over comes from Ellswick. Recovered nicely as it'll just be a little back tap from Escamilla. Then the attack and the kill, point Eastview. Give credit to the kill for Izarari, and Eastview has traded the lead with Liberty Hill a couple times here in this first set. And an ace. Patriots with the point. The serve there by Kristen Maladano puts Eastview within 3. Just tapped over by Becker. White with the dig. The attack by Baylor doesn't go anywhere, and then the point by Truslow as she tapped it over the blockers. Point to Eastview, or excuse me, to Liberty Hill. Emma Parsons will serve. White comes up to make the first touch. And Mackenzie Baylor sends that over the blockers for a point for Eastview. Nice touch over the defenders, and she found a spot where they weren't. Kayla White to serve here for Eastview. The attack by Truslow found the center of the court, and it's a point for Liberty Hill. Ailey Hare to serve here. A jump serve from the right side, a line drive to the back line where it's first touched by Maladano, and the attack attempt goes wide, point to Liberty Hill. Hare again. Hit in the air by Parsons, and then it's blocked back onto the Eastview side. Patriots just tap it back into the court of the Panthers. Baylor taps it over where it's played by Becker. Truslow sends it over the blockers, but coming up to make the nice dig was Maladano. Truslow again blocked back onto the Panthers side of the court. And then the attack is long from Becker and to point to Eastview. Mary Brown will serve here. Played by Lilienthal on the dig. The tap over by Truslow coming in as White to keep this play alive, and that one just tapped over by the Patriots. The attack by Truslow is a net interference, I believe. Actually, point goes to Liberty Hill, so must have been Eastview player who touched the center line, and Truslow will go back to serve. She has a very high jump serve when she sends the ball in the air. Here's Kinza with a nice touch over the blockers for the point for Eastview. Mackenzie Kanza had a nice touch and helps keep Eastview in this serve. Here's Amy Diaz to serve. Just punched over by Becker, and trying to get it in the air was Woods, and just kind of deflected off her fists instead and fell to the point for Liberty Hill. 18-13 in the first set. Emma Becker sends it to Kanza, and White will just tap it over. The attack from Hare is played by the Patriots, and back into the Panthers side of the court. Escamilla sends it to Diaz and goes off her hands and into the stands. Point to Liberty Hill. Becker sends it over, and it's an ace as Ellswick couldn't quite get it onto her fist. It went off her forearms, and point to Liberty Hill gives them 20. Emma Becker again to serve from the right side. Coming up to make the first touch is White, and then a nice symmetry there as Kanza gets the attack and kill. 20-14. Eastview down by 6, but Kanza here with the serve to try and start the comeback here in the first set. Lowenthal plays the first touch. Escamilla with the attack from the back line. Ellswick sends it up, and it'll just have to be tapped over by Woods. Then the attack and the point goes to the Panthers as Hare with the attack and kill puts it at 21-14. And Ailey Hare will serve after scoring the point. White just smacks it onto the Panthers side. A block keeps it in the Eastview side of things, and then a nice touch to send it by Ellswick to the back line where nobody was for the Panthers, and it's a point to Eastview. Irizarry sends it over for the Patriots, and she couldn't quite catch up to it after it goes off of the hands of Diaz, and it's a point to Liberty Hill. Maddie Rowley to serve from the center line. Ellswick with the attack, and then it goes off of Becker's to the wide of the right of the net, and it's a point for Eastview. And Escamilla taps it over to the wide right, and good hustle by Becker to at least go after it, but that one was a point for Eastview as well. Still some time left in this set. And the attack goes into the net and bounces onto the Panther side of the court for another Eastview point. Set by Becker. The attack by Truslow is partially blocked by Eastview and goes out of bounds, but a last touch by Eastview means that it is a point for Liberty Hill. Emma Parsons to serve for the Lady Panthers. Backline attack for Eastview. Tap over by Becker. The attack and the kill goes to Irizarry, and the point to Eastview. Kayla White will serve here once the volleyball makes its way to her. White sends a line drive to Lilienthal on the back line with the dig. The back line attack coming from Rowley. Kanza just sends it back onto the Lady Panther side. Truslow with it blocked back onto the Panthers side, point to the Patriots. Mackenzie Baylor with the block, the point to Eastview. And it's a close game here as Eastview's trying to make a comeback in the first set. And now Liberty Hill has set point as the block couldn't be put back onto the Lady Panther side. Deflects off the net, but is played by Parsons. Truslow with the attack, but the dig coming from Maladano. Patriots have it tapped back onto their side. Baylor has it blocked on her attack attempt. Maladano will send it to Parsons, who just sends it back over to the Lady Panthers side. And off of the net, a nice play to keep it alive. Here's Eastview with another attempt as the block goes off the top of the net, back onto the Liberty Hill side, point to the Patriots. So set point still continues. But Eastview has the serve here to try and make a comeback. Lilienthal will leave it up in the air for Becker to attack it, and a nice dig by Maladano to keep this one alive, and then the attack by McKenna Baylor gives a point to Eastview. Mary Brown will serve. Brown sends it to the back line, played by Raleigh. Lilienthal with the set. The attack by Becker is hit on Maladano, and a double touch called on Eastview. Point goes to Liberty Hill. Set one goes to Liberty Hill. So the Lady Panthers take the first set 25-22. It went back and forth, but Eastview comes up just short of the first set, and the best of five here, a one set lead goes to Liberty Hill. We'll be back with more Eastview volleyball on SHN Sports.
You're ready for the future?
And the future is full of possibilities.
Because your dream home
Is right around the corner.
If you're ready for the next step
Or two,
or three,
we can help. At our bank, we're ready to help you open doors to your future.
our mortgage team is here and ready to begin your next step.
Doing the right things for the right reasons.
Welcome to our bank.
You belong here.
Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
Kayla White will serve for the Lady Patriots to start the second set. The first set taken by the Liberty Hill Lady Panthers 25-22, but that set went back and forth, and Eastview made it interesting there at the end, but couldn't quite complete the comeback. White sends it over, and then the attack is long by Escamilla for the point for Eastview. Oh, I beg your pardon. That one must have just hit the back line, and the point goes to Liberty Hill. Truslow will serve. Kanza sends it to the back line where it's played by Rowley. Escamilla just sends it long. This time it's a point for Eastview. Mary Brown will serve for Eastview. The line drive played by Lilienthal on the back line, sent in the air by Rowley and knocked over where White with the dig set up for an attack by Baylor, blocked back onto the Patriots side, and then the ensuing attack is a pancake save from Lilienthal, and her hustle leads to a attack that just goes into the back right corner for a Liberty Hill point. It's Ashley Dubbs serving here. Dubbs with a floater that is played on the floor by Maladano. The tap over from Becker. Kanza will just hit it over for Lilienthal to play. A tap over the blockers, but nice second hop there by Baylor puts that back into the Panther side of the court. High set from Baylor, the attack from Baylor, I should say, and the set from Brown is a point for Liberty Hill. A bit of a confusion for both fans as took a moment. And Liberty Hill takes the point as even the PA announcer thought that was a point for Eastview. Missed why that they ruled that a point for Liberty Hill, but either way, Liberty Hill takes a 2-point lead in the second set. It was Dubbs who served, and Woods with the attack. A nice save there by Parsons, and then Becker saves it to Dubbs, who knocked it into the net, and it's an Eastview point. Amy Diaz to serve here. Diaz sends it over. Dubbs with the dig. The attack by Becker. She put way too much on that one, and it's a point for Eastview. We're tied at 3 in the second set. Liberty Hill leads it 1-0 over Eastview. It took the first set 25-22. It's Diaz who sent it over on the serve for Eastview. Ellswick sends it to the back line. Parsons with the attack. Third hit here, just has to send it over. The attack is blocked, and Kansas sends it in the air as Ellswick will send it back over to the Lady Panthers side. Becker with the attack, partially blocked, stays on Eastview's side and falls to the floor for a Liberty Hill point. Truslow will serve. Or beg your pardon, it'll be Emma Becker. Kanza with a nice touch over the blockers, finds a spot where they weren't. Good hustle by Lilienthal to try and get the pancake save, but we're tied up at 4 in the second set. Kanza will serve here for Eastview. Lilienthal plays it on the dig, the high set, and the attack just goes long. Point Eastview, and they take the lead here in the second set, 5-4. Kansas sends it to the back line where Dubbs plays it. Becker with the set, and the attack is the kill for Hare, and the point scored by Liberty Hill. Hare to serve from the left side this time. First time that I think I've seen a server for Liberty Hill serve from the left side. Ellswick taps it over the blockers. And then the attack and the kill goes to Hare, and a point to Liberty Hill. They retake the lead. 6-5. Serve here from Hare. Goes wide right, point to Eastview. Madeline Parsons to serve from the right side of the service line. The attack by Ellswick is long, and point goes to Liberty Hill. Rally with the serve here, and then it comes back onto the Patriots side for the attack and the kill. First touch of the afternoon, I believe, there for Reese Williams, and the point goes to Liberty Hill. They take a 8-6 lead. Nice hustle to send that one back over by Brown. And then Escamilla with the attack, the save there by Diaz to keep it alive, but the Patriots couldn't send it back over, and a point to Liberty Hill, and a timeout on the floor called by Coach Del Bosque. Well, we'll be back in a moment here on Eastview Volleyball coverage on SHN Sports. Raleigh will serve here to resume the second set with a 3-point lead for her Lady Panthers. It's played by White. The attack sent over by Izzareri, and a nice one that couldn't be handled by Liberty Hill leads to the Eastview point. Kristen Maldonado will serve here for Eastview. Into the back line where Trussell gets the first touch. A high set by Becker. The attack by Escamilla hits the back right corner for Liberty Hill point. Parsons to serve here for Liberty Hill with a 3-point lead in the second set. Brown with the set. The attack by Izzareri is played along the net, and the Patriots with a block battle at the center of the court win it and take the point. White will serve. The attack goes wide, and it's a point for the Patriots. Number 19, who is not on my roster with the attack, and Eastview will take the point. And then an ace scored by Eastview. Nice job by Kristen Maldonado, who puts the Patriots level with Liberty Hill. White sends it over. The attack goes wide left, and it's a point for Eastview. They take the lead here in the second set. White continues her serve to the back line. The attack goes long, and it's a point for Eastview. They're on a bit of a run here, 12-10. 2-point lead. White keeps her serve going. Kanza with the attack and the kill. Nice setup by Brown to leave it there for Kanza to do what she wanted to, and a timeout now called by Liberty Hill. 13-10 the score. Eastview with the lead over Liberty Hill.
Are you looking for a little something extra to get your business noticed? At Ideal Signs, they specialize in custom signage and large format digital printing in a variety of media. Their in-house design department can work with you to create custom artwork to your specifications. They'll work with you to conceptualize, design, and produce any custom projects or idea that you might have. Call 512-930-7446 or visit signsforsports.com. Ideal Signs, family owned and operated since 1969.
Back here, and an attack and kill leads to an Eastview point. Liberty Hill up 2. Eastview trying to make a comeback here. The attack is blocked back onto the Panthers side, and a point to Eastview. Truslow sends it over to Eastview's side. Ellswick on the third touch taps it back to the Panthers side. A nice dive by Eastview to keep this point alive, and then the point scored by Eastview when Liberty Hill can't get it back over. We're tied at 21. Serve sent to Lilienthal on the back line. White with the dig. The attack is blocked back onto the Patriots side as it was a hard hit ball by Irizarry, but Liberty Hill ready to send it back to Eastview's side, 22-21. Raleigh sends it to the back line. Ellswick with a nice touch leads to a point for Eastview. It's going to be a competitive ending to this second set. We're tied at 22. Nice pancake save there by White, and then the attack blocked back on to Eastview's side. They're going to have one more touch here. It's Baylor who sends it over the blockers, played by Becker. Over to the left side, Escamilla sends it into the Patriots side, and then it's touched back over to the Panthers side for an Eastview point. And a timeout by Liberty Hill. We'll take it with them here on SHN Sports. Eastview up by 1, 23-22 in set 2. The attack blocked back into the Lady Panthers side of the court, and it's a point for the Patriots as we come back. Eastview trying to close this one out, set point. The point scored by Liberty Hill, and they draw within one. Still set point for Eastview if they can win this point. Otherwise, we go into the win by 2 rule. The attack, and it's hit in the air by Lilienthal as she had to hit the deck on the dig. Back onto the Patriots side. Brown sets it up for an attack and a kill, and the set point scored by Irizarry, and Eastview takes the second set. So the final score in this set, 25-23. It was 25-22 Liberty Hill in the first set. Second set taken by Eastview, 25-23. And we're tied at a set apiece to both teams here as we enter set 3 on SHN Sports. We would like to take a moment to thank some of the Eastview sponsors, starting off with the double platinum sponsors, Kermode and Reliable Roofing. The gold sponsors for the Eastview Patriots, there's a lot of them. Let's go ahead and get through them as we have SNR Roofing, as well as Texas Crushed Stone Company, Capstone Works, John F. Lewis, Certified Public Accountants, Allied Electric Services, BBVA, Austin Fire Protection, Syntex Shirt and Embroidery, Kangaroo, Hula Cowgirl, GTX Logo, it's Sports Recovery, GTX Sports Recovery, Georgetown Family Orthodontics, Annie Ann's, American Irrigation Repair, and that is all of the gold sponsors. For the platinum sponsors, Mesquite Creek Outfitters, Mac Hayek, Larkin Owl, Skin Plus Skincare, the Gaddis Law Firm, as well as E-Lit. Thank you to all of the Eastview sponsors who help make these broadcasts possible on SHN Sports. Set 3 coming up when we come back on SHN. Start of the third set here at the campus of Eastview High School. It's tied up at a set apiece, Liberty Hill and Eastview. Starting the third set. Lilienthal with the high set and then knocked over by Becker, taken on the back line. The attack and the kill for Eastview as the Patriots score the opening point in set 3. Give the attack and kill to Stephanie Irizarry. And now Kayla White will serve for the Lady Patriots. Lilienthal with the first touch. Back on attack by Parsons. The attack by Baylor goes off of Rowley, and it's a point for Eastview. Point Liberty Hill as they scored their first point of the third set. Ailey Hare to serve for Liberty Hill. And the point scored by Brown as she just tapped it over the net. A little misdirection as she was looking for one of her teammates and caught the Liberty Hill Panthers off guard at the center of the net. And now Brown will serve. Lilienthal sends it high in the air, and then it's a set by Parsons, and the attack is a point scored by Hare as Liberty Hill draws within one here in the third set. Truslow will serve. Maladano came up to make sure that that one didn't result as an ace. The attack gets hit by the blockers, and Rowley will score the point for Liberty Hill. We're tied at 3 in the third set. Rowley sends it to, Truslow sends it to the back line, and here's Liberty Hill trying to send it over. The attack by Becker hits the back left corner for a point, and Liberty Hill takes their first lead of the third set. Truslow sends it over. And Woods had it blocked back on to the Eastview side, and then they couldn't get it over on the third touch, and a point goes to Liberty Hill. And Eastview was not set, so a substitution violation leads to the Liberty Hill point. Truslow slaps it over on the serve. The set by Brown, and Kanza taps it over the blockers. Coming up was Parsons to keep it alive for Liberty Hill. Back on the Eastview side, the attack by Baylor, and the kill leads to an Eastview point. Patriots pull it back within 2. Amy Diaz comes in to serve here for Eastview. And that one goes into the net for a point for Liberty Hill. Becker serving here, goes to White, a high set for Ellswick, who sends it to Becker and sent in the air. Third touch just slapped over by Rowley. Ellswick does a good job coming to her knee to save that one from scoring. Rowley with the attack. It's partially deflected at the front line and falls into the center of the court for a Liberty Hill point. White with the dig after the touch, and Kansas sends it over. White sends it up for Woods, and Woods sends it into the net for a Liberty Hill point. White sends it up and then sent over by Ellswick. They rally attack, and a point for Liberty Hill. And a timeout called by Cara Del Bosque. We'll take it with them. It's 10-4 in the third set. Liberty Hill going to talk it over. or excuse me, Eastview going to talk it over. Becker will serve for Liberty Hill. They lead it 10-4 here in the third set, and it's sent to the back line of the Eastview Patriots, and mistiming the jump was Ellswick, and Liberty Hill scores their 11th point of the set. Bailey Becker serves a line drive to Ellswick, goes off her forearms, back onto the Panthers side of the court, and then a deflection off the top of the net is still an attack and kill for Rowley, and a point to Liberty Hill. They lead by 8 here in the third set. They took the first set 25-22. Second set went to Eastview 25-23. Liberty Hill up 12-4 in the third set. And then a service error leads to a Patriots point. A miscommunication on the Lady Panthers side helps the Patriots out and makes it a 6-point lead for Liberty Hill. Kansas to serve. Lowenthal with the first dig. The cross-court set to Escamilla was an attack that Kansas was able to keep from scoring. And then the attack and the kill goes to Liberty Hill's Ailey Hare, and a point to Liberty Hill. Ailey Hare will serve. Taken by White for the first touch. Wood sends it across the court. Nice find of the empty front line, and a point for Eastview. Stephanie Irizarry sends it to the back line. And the attack goes wide left, point Eastview. Serve sent over by Irizarry, and a play at the net falls onto the Patriots side for a Liberty Hill point. Rowley will serve here for the Liberty Hill Lady Panthers. Lowenthal. The attack by Truslow, and the kill scored for Liberty Hill. Rowley sends it to the back line where White was taking the low dig. The attack here by Escamilla's fastball that goes off of Parson, and a point for Liberty Hill. Has not been a great set for Eastview. They have their work cut out for him, trailing by 8. Raleigh will serve again from the right side. White sends it up. The attack just falls into the back right corner for Irizarry, and a point for the Patriots. Maldonado will serve for Eastview. Raleigh takes the dig. The attack by Escamilla is blocked and then falls behind the blockers for a Liberty Hill point. Parsons will serve here for Liberty Hill. The attack from Baylor is dug by Lilienthal. The backline attack from Raleigh hits the net, and it's a point for the Patriots. White serves it into the Panthers side. A high attack coming from Becker, and just slapped over by Baylor and goes wide, point to Liberty Hill. A block at the net by Hare leads to a point for Liberty Hill, and they take a 9-point advantage here in the third set. Still no name here on the server, number 19 for Liberty Hill. Kanza taps this over the blockers, but a nice save by Parsons, and miscommunication on who's going to scramble to the back line by Liberty Hill leads to the Eastview point. Mary Brown will serve here for Eastview. Lilienthal takes the dig on the back line, and then it's tapped over and just falls inbounds for Hare, and Liberty Hill scores their 20th point of the third set. Truslow will serve here. From the center of the service line, it's attacked by Woods, goes to the back line. Parsons with the touch. The attack and the kill goes to Raleigh. And a 10-point advantage here in the third set for Liberty Hill. Truslow sends it to the center of the court. Coming up to make the nice save there was Maladano, and it leads to the Eastview point. So the hustle pays off, and Eastview will get the serve. Amy Diaz to serve here. And that one goes long, and a point to Liberty Hill. Raleigh just slaps it into the net, and it's a point for the Patriots. The attack by Irizarry goes wide, and it's a point for Liberty Hill. Daly Hare comes into the game and will serve for the Lady Panthers. It deflects off the top of the net, and Ellswick has it go off her forearms, and unable to catch up with it was Irizarry, and a point for Liberty Hill. Hare will serve again. Taken on the back line by Diaz. Escamilla with the attack. And then Irizarry scores the point for the Patriots. Still set point for Liberty Hill. Stephanie Irizarry will serve here. Hey, it's an ace for Irizarry. Diving to try and catch it for the Lady Panthers was Rowley, but couldn't quite get to it. Irizarry sends it to the back line. Lilienthal with the first touch. The set by Becker, and the attack at the front line leads to nothing for the Lady Panthers. Then the attack by Escamilla sent high in the air from Diaz, and White just taps it over. Diaz with a nice dive to keep this point alive, and sent over by Ellswick. That one deflects off the top of the net. Rowley saves it, and then it's sent over. Here's White just tapping it back onto the Panther side of the court. Rowley has it blocked on the attack, and then it lands on the Patriots, or the Liberty Hill side for a Patriots point. Eastview trying to creep back into this one. Set point unable to be scored by Liberty Hill on 3 tries here. Stephanie Irizarry will serve. Lilienthal sends it close to the net, and Becker couldn't really get a touch on it. Eastview scores another point. 24-17. Lilienthal sends it in the air. And a right side attack by Rowley. Escamilla has her attack blocked back onto the side of the court, where it's just tapped over by Eastview. And then Eastview scores the point as Liberty Hill has to struggle to try and keep that point alive. It goes out of bounds, and 24-18. Liberty Hill had a 10-point lead here. It's been set point for a little while. The attack and the kill, and the third set goes to the player not on the roster for Liberty Hill. And despite making it interesting, Eastview drops the third set, and Liberty Hill 1 set away from taking this best of 5 match here on a now Saturday afternoon. We're happy you joined us on SHN Sports. Set 4 coming up when we come back. Start of the fourth set here on SHN Sports. Liberty Hill leads Eastview 2-1. Eastview made the last set interesting with a comeback late, but it just wasn't enough, as Eastview will now try to win 2 straight sets. The attack is blocked, and as it was deflected to the back right, nobody could catch up for it from Eastview, and Liberty Hill scores the opening point. Hare will serve here. Attack by Kanza. Tap to the middle of the court. Becker goes wide on the left side, and it's a point for Eastview. We're tied at a point apiece here in the fourth set. Mary Brown will serve for the Lady Patriots. Lilienthal has the first touch go to Rowley, and then it deflects off of a basketball backboard that is in the ceiling, and that deflection caused it to go down to the court. Those are part of the court of play, and a point to Eastview. The attack and the kill ties this one back up, point to Liberty Hill. Truslow sends it over. Nice tap by the front line. Point for the Patriots as Baylor scores the point for Eastview. Eastview with a 3-2 lead here. Diaz with a line drive to Truslow in the back. And the attack on the front line goes awry, but Ellswick couldn't quite send it over, and it's a point to Liberty Hill. We're tied at 3. Point to the Patriots as looked like a maybe mid-court line infraction there. Eastview, either way, will go ahead and take the point in 4-3. Kansas sends it on the serve. Sent high in the air by Rowley. Becker comes over to tap it to Escamilla, and Eastview can't quite catch up to it, and a point for Liberty Hill. Hare will serve for Liberty Hill. Here's Zary with some athletic plays to keep it on the Panthers side of the court. White sends it high in the air for Woods, who taps it to the mid-court. Woods with the attack. Truslow with the dig. Escamilla with the attack. It goes long. Point Patriots. Madeline Parsons enters the game and will serve for Eastview. Parsons from the right side. Rowley sends it to the net, and it falls over the top of the line, but a net infraction and a point for the Patriots, as Liberty Hill got a little too close to the net and touched it. Parsons to serve again. Lilienthal takes the first touch. Becker sends it high for Escamilla, who sends the attack long, and it's an Eastview point. I missed it. It must have been deflected, and that's actually an Eastview point, beg your pardon, and it's 6-5. Liberty Hill trails by 1. They have the serve. Rowley will serve here. Rowley sends it over the net, and a dig by White, sent up by Brown, and the attack wide from Irizarry. A point to Liberty Hill. We're tied at 6. Set number 4, Liberty Hill looking for the match. Eastview trying to extend it. Rowley with the serve. It was initially hit in the air by Diaz, and then I think Irizarry just slipped, and she would have had the next touch. She comes up a little gingerly, and it falls for a Liberty Hill point. Rowley sends it to White on the back line. Brown has it set and a tap over by Ellswick, and then a block goes out wide right after being touched by Eastview. Liberty Hill point. Rally here. White with the dig. And Diaz will just slap this to the back line of Liberty Hill. A set for Escamilla, who does a nice job just tapping it over, and the point on the double touch to Liberty Hill. And a timeout by Eastview. 9-6 your score here in the 4th set. Liberty Hill with a 2-1 set lead over Eastview. We'll be back in a moment on SHN Sports. Nine to 6 your score here in the 4th set. Liberty Hill leading Eastview. Rowley will serve for Liberty Hill, and Irizarry has her attack sent back on a block, and then another block at the line. Irizarry sends it in the air, and it'll just have to be knocked over to the other side. Instead, it will be a point as Brown couldn't quite get it over the net, and Liberty Hill takes a 4-point advantage in the 4th set. Rowley again. Taken by White and slapped over by Ellswick. Lilienthal leaves it high for somebody. Escamilla is the one who sends it over. Ellswick tries to tap it to the other side of the net where there weren't any Panther defenders, but couldn't find the air underneath it to get it over the net, and a point to Liberty Hill. Rowley keeps her serve going. The attack by Irizarry blocked into the air, and Becker will send it to Truslow. Nice dig by Diaz, and Ellswick just sends it over on a back tap. And then the attack and the point goes to Liberty Hill as the, again, no name of the number 19 on our roster for Liberty Hill, and Rowley keeps the serve going with her team up 6. The attack by Irizarry is blocked back on the Eastview side, and it'll just have to be tapped over by Parsons. A double tap, and it's a point for Eastview. Kristen Maldonado comes in to serve for Eastview. Eastview trailing by 5, trying to get back into this 4th set. Sent to the back line. Becker with the set. Truslow with the attack. It's blocked back by Baylor for an Eastview point. 12-8. Maldonado continues her serve. Line drive to the back line where Rowley has the first touch. Set by Becker, and the attack by Escamilla is wide right, and a point for Eastview. Maldonado's had a successful serve here for 3 straight serves now as Becker sets it, and attack is blocked back by the Patriots, and a score for Eastview as Irizarry comes up with the touch that hits the floor for Eastview score. Maldonado keeping this rally going for Eastview. The attack by Escamilla dug on by Irizarry. Excuse me, that was Parsons on the far side. Nice touch over by Brown, and Eastview trailed by 7. Now only trails by 1. Maldonado sends that just long, and it's a point for Liberty Hill. That ends the run by Eastview, but they're back in this set. It'll be Emma Parsons serving for Liberty Hill. Parsons sends it to the back line, and it's tapped back over by Irizarry. Brown leaves it high for Baylor as it blocked back onto the Patriots side, and it's a Liberty Hill point. Parsons will serve. And a point to Liberty Hill on the ace. Baylor with the attack and the kill for Eastview. White will send it to the back line on the serve for Eastview. The attack is inbounds, and a point for Liberty Hill as Emma Becker sent it to the back line for a kill. Peyton Lilienthal. That's the service error, and Eastview takes the point. Brown will serve here from the center of the service line. Taken by Lilienthal. And then the point scored by the Patriots. And the ensuing service from Eastview is a service error and a point for Liberty Hill. Truslow will serve for Liberty Hill. That high jump serve goes to the back line. The attack by Baylor, a pancake save from Parsons, and net interference, a point for the Patriots. Have to keep it between those antennas. That went wide of the antennas as it went back on the Eastview's side, and a point here for Eastview, draws them within 2. The attack and the kill for Liberty Hill, and they take a 3-point advantage here in the 4th set. Emma Becker will serve for Liberty Hill. Woods will tap it over. Escamillo had the first touch, and then on the 3rd touch, it's Rowley sends it into Eastview's side of play. Ellswick with the attack, and here the Patriots again with another Woods touch over the blocker. She finds it to the left side for a score for Eastview. Mackenzie Kanza to serve for Eastview. They trail by 2. They need to win 2 sets in a row to take this match. And the point scored by Liberty Hill. White sends it over to the Panthers side. Escamilla with the tap to the blockers, and Ellswick will send it back over to the Panthers side. Rowley with the tap to the back line. Nice dig by Diaz to keep this point alive. Rowley with the attack, and unable to dive on it was White, and a point to Liberty Hill. They break 20 here in the 4th set. Here's the serve from Hare. The attack by Irizarry is blocked back onto the Patriots side for a Liberty Hill point. Ellswick sends it to the back line, played by Hare. High set from Becker, and Rowley sends her attack long. Oh, just at the top of the, I think they're saying that an Eastview Patriot deflected it, and I think Kayla White here is trying to contest that nobody touched it, but either way, a Liberty Hill point will be the result of the play, and 22-16, Liberty Hill 3 points away from taking this match. And the serve is long by Hare, point for Patriots. Madeline Parsons will serve here. Ellswick taps it to the back line, finds a nice back left corner, and gets the point for the Patriots. They draw within 4. Parsons with the serve. The attack by Escamilla is long, and Eastview scores. Parsons keeps it going from the right side. Rowley on the back line sends it out of play, and then it will be sent back over by Becker. Here's the attack by Irizarry, and the score for Eastview. 2-point set here. Liberty Hill up 22-20. The back line. It's an attack that goes to the left side after the block, and a point for Liberty Hill. Rowley to serve here for Liberty Hill. White sends it to the front line where Ellswick will tap it over. A high set for Truslow, and that one goes long. Point Eastview. Truslow sends it to the back line where Maldonado has to keep it alive, and then good hustle by Baylor. The Patriots able to send it in, and then it's attack and kill for Liberty Hill. Match point coming up. The hitter up front, number 19, who we haven't been able to get her name because it's not on the Liberty Hill roster, puts Liberty Hill in position to win. Emma Parsons will serve. White comes up to keep this point alive, and then it's just slapped into the net by Baylor, and that will be the point set match for Liberty Hill. They take it 3-1 here over the Eastview Patriots. The final score on the best of 5, Liberty Hill 3, Eastview 1. Liberty Hill took set 4, 25-21. Liberty Hill also took set 3, 25-18. Eastview won the second set 25-23, and the first set was won by Liberty Hill 25-22. I've been Carl Schoening. Thank you guys for tuning into this volleyball match on SHN Sports between Liberty Hill and Eastview. We'll see you next time.